Hello and welcome to another Sunday WAY ABC4 Community Forum, where we talk to community leaders and local success stories to discuss important information that affects all of us here in Southern West Virginia. I'm your host, Serena DeVanzo. Today we are joined by more distinguished guests. I'm here with Amanda Hammonds and Heather Williams, who are here with the Beckley Day Center. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So would you be able to introduce yourselves to the crowd and tell us what the Beckley Day Center is all about?
Yes, my name's Amanda Hammonds, and I actually work as a substance use counselor. I was a peer recovery support specialist for 7 years. I attended WVU Tech for undergrad. I'm currently with Concord. I'm just a basic service worker in your community. You know, I found service work is where my heart is.
Okay.
I'm Heather Williams. I'm the secretary for the board of directors for the Beckley Day Center. I'm also a community PRSS, which is a peer recovery support specialist. So I help people in their everyday lives to strive for greatness.
Okay, can you guys tell us a bit about what the Beckley Day Center is?
Yes, the Beckley Day Center is a nonprofit local charity organization. That's a big word, right? So we act as a resource hub for other organizations in the area to serve individuals under the umbrella of poverty, mental health, and recovery. So in the Beckley Day Center, we offer sanctuary and a location for individuals to come and find the resources that they need in the Beckley area.
Okay, and so for the Beckley Day Center, how did this all start? Like, how did you put it all together?
You want to tell us a little about the Beckley Day Center?
So the Beckley Day Center, from being started, was a place for people to come to so they can reach sanctuary, have opportunities offered for them to be able to get provided with resources from participating organizations, to where we can help them get IDs, Social Security cards, birth certificates, find treatment, and just be there for them to know that they have a place to come to that is non-stigmatizing and with compassion.
Mm-hmm. So the Beckley Day Center actually was a dream of mine. I worked with another nonprofit in 2019 to 2020. It was called the Beckley Recovery Community Center, and it was partnered with the Southern West Virginia Fellowship Home. There, we actually largely focused on the recovery community. We had an externship program, which was a training program for peer recovery to come through, and we acted as a resource hub as well. We had many people come through after taking their training that needed more hours or needed to know how to work in the community. Spent hours just like calling around to organizations and getting contacts and finding how to make those best connections for people. During that time, I was in college and undergrad, and I wanted to continue to serve because that truly built the platform for what service work was. And I saw that there was a great need in Beckley. Along with local organizations and many service workers, I would then set up at local organizations with merch and supplies and food and really just love on people. And I really enjoyed doing that just because there was a need, and I know that, someone would for me. I would set up at Carpenter's Corner often. There are the most wonderful ministry there, honestly. That's where Heather came in, and she would come and serve every chance she got. We would offer people resources there, and at that time, we also brought in James Burt. He's with Housed Up. He opened his own nonprofit to help navigate people through the housing difficulties that we have inside of West Virginia. And we all kind of just came together and saw that there was the people that we needed, and then we were able to kind of make this happen finally. So this was years later. We just opened in December 1st. So it was really about the need was there. Where are the people? We found the people. Let's do the thing.
That's awesome. Do you have anything to add on that?
No, I think she covered that. With the Beckley Day Center, it was a bunch of dreams for a lot of people to be able to get together and support the community, and figuring out how to do that. And since December of opening, we figure it out every day more and more what we can do for people and what is really needed in the community. And they need us. They need us. They really do. They come in every day, and just know that they have a place to come to it's really amazing.
We also like to just encourage and motivate individuals that fall under those pillars of poverty, mental health, and recovery. There are several events that I've been involved with in the past: the International Overdose Awareness Day, Women's Day, Save a Life Day, and then a newest, Keep Writing Your Story. We'll actually be having that on July 26th this year at the skate park. So there we just celebrate local service workers that are already doing all the hard work with our community, bring everybody together in one place and share resources. And that's what the Beckley Day Center is about, is bringing local organizations together at one table so that we can all look at how we've been serving for so many years and how we can work together, how we can make lasting impact. And it's a central location to do that. And then, of course, we have, the immediate contact with the community. So it really helps to have that just wrap around.
Yeah, definitely. So what are the services that you guys provide for these different organizations and the local community members?
So we do not offer direct services at the Day Center, but we do offer opportunities with partnering with those organizations. So they can come to us, we can help them apply to get for their West Virginia ID, have them fill out Social Security applications, housing applications, find out how to get a birth certificate so they are able to obtain those IDs, find employment. We also offer groups. We offer life skills training. We offer, just with the participating organizations coming in, that's able to refer them out for other resources that might be needed for them if they fit under that umbrella of mental health, poverty, and substance use. They are able to find other places. We also get people into recovery treatment. We've had 10 people since December the 1st that we have gotten into recovery treatment. And it's been an amazing journey with them, watching them from coming in to going out to treatment, and some of them already returning back, and they come in and they want to offer their help.
Yeah, so it's also a place where the individuals that we serve in the community want to come back and give back to the community. So then they become our volunteers. So we have a rotating schedule with our board of directors, which is Dillard Lawson from Carpenter's Corner, James Burt from Housed Up, Heather. We have Aaron Hornsby, which is a Recovery Point alumni, local business owner. And we just added Judy Wagner, which is also from the Carpenter's Corner. And those individuals all specialize in their area, for those pillars: poverty, mental health, and recovery, and help serve us. During the process of all this, we wondered what the location would look like. So that was the missing piece to the puzzle. We wouldn't be able to serve the community that we serve if we had not met with Robert Dunlap, which offers us the space as in kind at this time, while we get together some finances and find out where we fit in everything. He's been a great support for facilities and truly welcomed our board of directors.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. When it comes to being able to access the Day Center, what are the requirements, for lack of a better term, to access it?
So when people come in, they need to be ages 18 and older, and they can walk straight through the door. They are not judged. It's free range. Come in, make yourself at home, and we want to let people feel comfortable there. And a lot of our people do. They come in. There is a little bit of paperwork that we have them do just so we can supply them a number, so they have a way to sign in every day and tell us what they're there for. Are they there for resources? Are they there for clothing? Are they there for food? Are they there just to find sanctuary and get warm with the cold weather? The cold weather, it was really important that we were open, so they were able to come in when the warming center would close. They were able to come to us at 7:00 in the morning and come in and stay warm. So there's no criteria to meet. Just come as you are, who you are, and we will be there to support you in all the ways that we can.
That's awesome. Do you want to add anything to that?
The individuals that we primarily serve are economically challenged. These individuals have faced a series of situations that have impacted them, and we're just trying to bridge the gap, between them and accessing those resources. As far as requirements, there are none. We ask people to come in and just respect the code of conduct and just be the people that they are. And we truly see that by offering sanctuary to these individuals, from this population, that they do respect the space. Not only that, is they want to participate and they want to give back in some way because they feel safe and welcome.
Yes, most definitely.
That's awesome. That's great that you guys have this resource for them. And speaking of these populations, can you explain to everyone the different types of populations you serve? You mentioned a bit about people with recovery and all that. Can you elaborate more?
So the pillars that we serve, that is in our mission, and how we designed this, was primarily poverty, mental health, and recovery. That umbrella is quite large. So, and in that, we fall into contact with individuals that are impacted by many different things. They've either had a history of financial instability. Some individuals had been in the coal mines and didn't find jobs later. They had housing insecurity. We have a lot of individuals that were impacted by COVID and never kind of made it out. Employment is a huge gap. When you're at the level of basic necessities, it's difficult to think about that next thing, such as, how am I going to look for this interview? I myself had difficulty preparing, so I can only imagine what it feels like. So the point of that population is that they're impacted some way, and our services can be offered to them. Although we do have those three umbrellas, we serve any person, a vulnerable population. Any person is welcome into the day center at any time for any reason.
Okay, that's great to know. Thank you so much. My last question for this first part of the segment will be, what can people expect coming to the Beckley Day Center?
So I think coming in, they don't really know what to expect, especially with our first ones, because it's such a new place. Like, what are we there for? What's our reason? But when they do come in, they expect respect just as well as we ask them for respect. They just want to feel like they're not being judged, they're not being stigmatized, they're not being put into a category made to feel sorry for them or anything like that. They are a human being that deserves respect, that deserves opportunities just as everybody else in the community, and that they're able to just come and get that little bit of peace throughout their day where they may not be able to receive that on the streets or anywhere else that they're at.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank you so much. We'll have more about the Beckley Day Center when we come back. Welcome back to WAY's Community Forum. I'm your host, Serena Devanzo, and today I'm joined with Amanda Hammonds and Heather Williams from the Beckley Day Center. Thank you guys again so much for joining us. So let's get right into it. Can you guys just reiterate what the Beckley Day Center is for those who may not know?
Yes. So the Beckley Day Center is a resource hub. We are a one-stop shop for local organizations that have served vulnerable populations in the past. We are located in Beckley, West Virginia. Of course, Raleigh County Resources and West Virginia statewide resources serves through our community center. The idea really was to bridge the gap between accessing the resources that are needed, because when you're working with a vulnerable population, those individuals often lack the ability to access those resources due to transportation, distance, timing, and so on. So with it being a central hub, the idea is that it will help kind of eliminate those gaps, and so better saturate resources and better serve the community that's in need. With that, I feel like we see less issues and more progress, which is wonderful to serve the community in that capacity. The Beckley Day Center was opened completely in kind, and nonprofit were served and supported by local participating organizations that fall under that umbrella. And we also have local businesses at this time and just community members that have always wanted to help coming in and serving the community. We actually have a clothing closet, Heather.
Yes, so we provide a clothing closet for our guests and members to come in and be able to change out their clothes or get something that they do not have. Jackets for when they're cold. We will rotate that clothing closet out per season, so we are able to provide, a spring summer collection as well as a winter collection. But it's all been completely in-kind donations. Everything that we have that we provide for the people is all donation based.
That's awesome. And speaking of donations, can you tell the public about what type of donations you guys could utilize to help these populations?
We got started really quickly. We did not intend to start on December 1st, but when the weather hit so quickly, and us having the ability to open at 7 a.m. as a rotating schedule for the warming center truly helped serve the community. So in that process, we didn't have all the things in line that we had hoped to as far as financial stability. So as we said, we're in kind. So any donation from the community and support, whether it be financial or some other sort of donation that we might need. We just received a computer, actually.
Yes, so a local business yesterday donated a couple computers to us, also a TV. So the community is definitely involved with seeing success at the Beckley Day Center. Also with donations, anything that falls under snacks, individually wrapped snacks, hygiene products, clothing, shoes, laundry materials, cleaning supplies, financial donations, anything like that is welcome at the center. And as soon as we get it, it quickly goes just as fast. So we want to keep donations rotating in so we can keep the people that we serve supplied with whatever items that they may need at hand.
That's the whole point, really, of having these donations on hand or having these items on hand for the community. So the concept is that when these individuals are in the situation that they're in life, discouraged, not able to meet basic necessities, not able to have clean clothing, sanctuary, food, offering that to them brings them out of that state of survival, and really puts them in a place of safety. We've actually seen, which we're trying to track this, but after a certain amount of interactions with the individual, when they have just their basic necessities and they're met with compassion, we see this just light come awake, and individuals just want to meet their next goal and feel more motivated and encouraged to get involved in the community. They feel more part of that community themselves. So we actually, part of our donation has been cleaning supplies, and we do have participants that are volunteers that are also guests of ours that come in and they'll help us clean out the alleyway, keep the building fine and clean, trash around it. So things like that would be helpful as well. Maybe we were looking for large trash bags because we wanted to run a community cleaning event just downtown Beckley. All of our guests are really grateful and would like to give back.
That's awesome. And for these donations, where can people bring them to you guys or reach out?
Okay, so they can reach out to us at BeckleyDayCenter@gmail.com or our Facebook page, the Beckley Day Center. If they message us on Facebook, does directly go to one of the board of directors. So you will be in contact with a person and receive immediate response. Then those donations would be arranged. Most donations come through me. I am the Basic Necessities Chair on the board. So any donations, I take the phone calls, they come through me. I approve them to make sure that we are receiving things that are needed and not items that, then we have to figure out where we're going to put the items to where they're going to go. So donations flow through me, and then I make arrangements to either pick them up or we'll make a drop-off schedule.
Mm-hmm. We didn't want to bring in too many donations because of the space that we have. Mm-hmm. As we said, in the Robert Dunlap's building, it is a lower level location and it is a smaller building than we initially intended. We hope to grow in the community and offer something more, but we have a pretty tight rotating schedule on donations right now, just to make sure that we have what we need and not too much of what we need.
Right.
Okay, that's awesome. And the Beckley Day Center, because of what you guys do, what does it mean to you to have this open to the public?
Well, like I said, the dream itself started just from service work. When I was at the Beckley Recovery Community Center back in 19, serving there were so many motivated people to serve the community. And once there was a hub for that and a space, local entities were working together on resources and creating an impact that was lasting. So to me, that means that we're creating a space where, not only these individuals that need us can come, but the local organizations that have been doing this work tirelessly for years can come together in one place and share some of those accomplishments that they've made and maybe where some of the gaps are, so that organizations that serve the community can work together, can collaborate, can kind of find out what is needed and what has already been done, so that we can grow together. Our economy's growing and our city's growing, so that means we should grow with it. It really means safety to me and opportunity. The point of the central location was that when I was doing outreach out of the back of my car for years, or popping into local places like Carpenter's Corner, the people that I was building these relationships with didn't know where to find me when they were ready or when they needed help. There was just no way for them to come in contact with me when they truly needed it. So the central location definitely saturates that. So Heather has had constant contact with persons, and like we said, the interactions don't take as long. I could be talking to someone for 6 months because I just see them periodically. I don't know where they are whenever they need me and so on. So she's been making constant contact with them, and I think that means a lot to the community to have a person that you can build trust with, that is truly there for your best interest. Service work is where my bleeding heart fits. So I've been doing this since 19, and I'm not done yet. I hope that in this there will be more lasting impact for Beckley, and that it won't just be a year over, rollover, the same services, the same individuals, and we already see that. We've served over 90 people since December 1st. Wow. So if I want to say what it means to me, as opportunity, right? So it's definitely doing more than what I dreamed it would already.
Yeah. That's awesome. Would you like to add on?
Sure. Beckley Day Center means to me, I think, hope. It gives hope to people that they're able to be productive members in society, that they're able to accomplish something, so they feel like they have attained some kind of importance in their life and are able to move forward to the next step and have reached those goals that we set. So hope and accomplishment. It means freedom. And I like to say freedom from bondage, because, they're so bound up by their lifestyle and what they're going through, they don't see any ways out. So coming to us, they are able to find that hope and that faith and strength and love. Love. It means love for sure.
And continuing off of like love, why do you guys, like personally, why is serving your community and serving like these populations so important to you guys?
Well, I'm personally inspired by growth myself. I find that growth motivates me in my own life. So any time that I can find a way to do what I'm doing more efficiently and find that that I get more out of it, betters me as a person. And I truly believe that community has that same goal. That every person, wants the greatest that they can from their own lives, from their own city. And so to be able to offer that to each individual that maybe didn't know that that was possible for them it's astounding. It really is. Just to see the light come in someone's eyes and for them to feel like not only are they welcome, but they have opportunity and that they can accomplish their own goals. On that, if I could touch for a moment, we actually have this new program that we are working on called Community Capital. And the Beckley Day Center is going to be a goal-based achievement program. So when individuals come in, they're going to be given opportunities through our board of directors and then encouraged to meet those goals weekly. So some of the resources that Heather talked about with Social Security card, ID, employment, it's going to be not only motivated by them, but also rewarded. So being that place where they can feel like that they're accomplishing more than, day-to-day basic necessities is, like she said, love.
Well, that is an absolute beautiful note for us to end on as our WAY Community Forum has come to a close. If you're interested in the Beckley Day Center, you can reach out to them on social media and their email. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day.